Black Widow. So this is going to be a case study of the character Black Widow in Marvel Rivals. Somebody that I like playing, but ultimately, in a competitive atmosphere, she really just isn't viable. Now obviously if you look at any single tier list on this game, from both professionals and casuals alike, Black Widow is ranked at the bottom, unanimously. And I want to discuss not only why that is, but how can they actually fix and revamp this character? Because I don't think just increasing her damage and making her a lethal sniper is the right answer either. The last thing that you want in this game is for a sniper to dominate the meta. We got a taste of this in Season 0 with Hawkeye and Hela, but if you had a sniper that was truly broken, I don't think that would make for fun gameplay. How can they actually make this character make sense, be very viable, but not just fully commit to the sniper aspect? Because the thing about Black Widow is that she's not really a sniper archetype. And if you know the character Black Widow, she's more of an assassin than anything. So it's already weird to me that they went with the sniper angle, since Hawkeye already exists and his whole bread and butter is being Hawkeye, a character with a bow and arrow that never misses. So for Black Widow, what could they actually do? For starters, I think she should be a bit of a hybrid character, somebody that can really punish you from range, since her sniping capabilities are decent and you can secure kills. But when it comes to characters like Storm, Hela, Hawkeye, Punisher, she is outclassed in every conceivable way. They can also hit at long ranges, hit hard, have way better ultimates, game-changing abilities, better mobility, better at securing kills, better team-ups, and just overall, a better choice to pick in every conceivable way. It's not to say that you can't master Black Widow and make her work, even in a competitive environment, because there are pros that do this. But if you're gonna sink countless hours into Black Widow to learn this character, if you were to sink that same amount of time to learn these other characters, you're gonna get way more bang for your buck, a better investment on your time. But if they made Black Widow a hybrid character that could punish you from range, but do really well close combat like an assassin that she is, I think she would have a place in most games and could be a very interesting DPS on your team. Think about it. Black Widow might not be the best sniper, but imagine if she had a kit that allowed her to do close combat that could make her somewhat of a sneaky diver. Very good close combat abilities and mobility, allowing her to fight characters, especially squishies, very well in close range. But also she can set up shop with her sniper behind enemy lines. If she needs to go melee, then she can easily defend herself. I think a playstyle like this would perfectly align with Black Widow, because currently right now in the game, there are so many good dive characters like Black Panther, Iron Fist, Spider-Man, Magic, even some tanks like Thor find themselves doing this, and then there's Venom. The absolute minute a dive character starts targeting a Black Widow on the other team, there is literally nothing you can do as a Black Widow outside of relying on your team or just running away that you can do to defend yourself against these divers and be effective. But imagine if Black Widow, as her primary source of damage in her kit, was a melee type assassin character. Somebody like Psylocke who could sneak around, catch you off guard, do some considerable damage hand-to-hand combat-wise, but also have her sniper as a backup for some range. She would be exactly what Mr. Fantastic is, being both a DPS but secretly a tank, but only she would be secretly a sniper that's a close combat brawler. Just make her squishy but do high damage. Glass cannon like both close combat and range. I really think that's the way they gotta go with this character, because right now she just isn't working and she's just not viable to use outside of having fun with her in quick play, or if you're forcing to use her in competitive. Like I said, you can make her work, but if you're putting that much effort into using her in competitive, if you were to pick any other character, you're gonna get more value. It's just a fact. And trust me, I want to like this character and I want to see them get better. But unless they actually revamp this character, not just buff her sniping abilities, I don't see that happening. And you might be saying to yourself, well, that's a pipe dream. That's not gonna happen. Don't say that for sure, because there is a character in this game called Iron Fist. Now, I don't even know if they know what they want to do with this character. I don't even think Iron Fist mains truly know what the devs have planned for this character, because recently with the 1.5 patch, they really made some changes to Iron Fist, sorta changing how he's even played, not just a diver, but now a tank brawler like Wolverine, but somewhat of a hybrid. They seem to be in this very weird place with Iron Fist, and I'm curious to know if any of you Iron Fist players are watching this. How do you like the changes? The point I'm trying to make is they have made an effort to really revamp a character already, and this game is still incredibly new, and yet they're still trying to change some characters around, making some tweaks. If they can revamp Iron Fist to play a slightly different role or a much more different role altogether, there is no reason whatsoever that they can't revamp Black Widow to not just be a glass cannon pure sniper, but be more true to the actual character. Black Widow's whole shtick is that she's close combat, an assassin-like archetype. They need to take advantage of that and make her play that way. When you play Captain America, he feels like a super soldier, running around real fast, jumping, being an absolute menace, hard to kill, blocking damage, throwing his shield. Yeah, maybe he does need a bit more buffs to be completely viable in the meta, but he's still very good and he feels like Captain America. Hawkeye feels like Hawkeye. But Black Widow just doesn't really feel like Black Widow would feel in a fighting game like this. She is the very first character that I picked to play a quick play match when I first downloaded this game. And although I fell in love with this game right away, it confused me that she was just a sniper with a little bit of close combat and her batons that essentially do nothing. Nobody that's using this character to seriously win is using her melee whatsoever, unless it's a pure all or nothing ditch effort to get a diver off you. Even then, it can be argued that using her sniper trying to no-scope somebody that's coming at you close range is the way to go and hope you hit, because her melee is abysmal. The point I'm trying to make is that they need to do what they did with Iron Fist to Black Widow. Turn Black Widow into a hybrid character like Mr. Fantastic. I think it would really shake up the meta, make her viable, and add a lot more uniqueness to different team comps if you have that option to pick a very lethal Black Widow that can be a ranged damage dealer, but also do really incredible close combat. She could be a menace, and people could find really creative ways to make her work as a DPS. And lastly, I would not consider myself a Black Widow main by any means, but to all the loyal Black Widow mains out there, I really don't think any of you are going to object to anything I'm saying in this video. And if any of you happen to watch this, what would you like to see done with this character? Please share your thoughts on how you would like them to revamp this character, or maybe even just buff the character. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you all in the next one. Later.